guys, Dave Mason here from Urban Lux Real Estate. I have a guest with me, Chelsea Barraco from MHG Commercial. Chelsea's a commercial real estate agent with a story to tell us about why you should listen to your real estate agent when they tell you to go to their lender or lenders. So, Chelsea, welcome. Thanks for
Thank you.
being here, and let's hear about your story.
Yeah.
Every realtor
So,
has a horror story, and here's another
yeah.
one.
So my business is primarily commercial real estate, but occasionally we take care of residential clients that are family friends, personal referrals, especially since the commercial space tends to be slower in July. We got to get paid too in those slow seasons.
Sure.
So I had a client who I got into contract on a house in early June. Had a local lender, everything was great. The market started to shift then, and as we've seen, rates keep going up. So he went behind me and rate shopped, and the bank that he chose to go with that offered the best rate was Bank of America.
I've heard of them.
Have begged him from every step in the transaction to not go forward with that. They changed the loan type to FHA again to get a better rate. That ended up working in our favor later in the transaction, but suffice to say, the communication that I've received is less than subpar. The reason that agents recommend a lender that we like and trust is I usually have that person's cell phone number. Not that I'm abusing it, but sometimes just getting things done via quick text, like, hey, I haven't got the LSU. When you get to it, send it to me. They don't text, they don't give out personal numbers. Every single email they send is encrypted. There's zero accountability. Anytime I asked for the LSU, he would call me and tell me that he would have it to me, or he would call me and make an excuse for why he didn't have it to me and tell me that he would call me the next day before 10 a.m., which never happened. And I heard that at least 4 times. So fast forward, fortunately with this loan, we had a long close date because that's what the seller wanted. So there's no reason that this loan shouldn't have closed in 30 days because this was a clean borrower, no real problems. Anyway, as so far as I knew. So on day 46, the day before we were supposed to close, the lender mentioned that they found something on the credit report that was going to create a problem. Now, I worked in lending for a short period of time. Day one is taking an application is pulling the credit report, and liens and judgments are on the top on the front page. So the two issues were both non-issues. They were both things that could be remedied extremely quickly that for whatever reason, Bank of America's underwriter was calling out. And even though I advanced to upper management and called the loan officer's boss, everybody basically told me, tough shit. Like, well, we're either going to get to it or we might not even be able to deliver this loan. So, the whole process has been a giant nightmare. I was able to find a lender that was able to rescue the loan. And right now, what I'm fighting Bank of America in is getting the FHA appraisal transferred. So our saving grace in this transaction was that it's FHA because FHA appraisals can be transferred. If he had been conventional, we would have had to start the process over from scratch,
Huh.
probably lose the house, breach of contract, lose the escrow deposit. Fortunately, the shifting market is sort of on our side. We were able to get an extension. The seller has already vacated. So, they're still in it to sell with us, but obviously shaken from this experience. And at no point could I, when we were with BOA, like reassure them that anything was going to be rectified because no one was communicating with me. So, while you think like, oh, I'm getting this better rate, the experience that my client is having is incredibly stressful. I am incapable of doing anything to help because if I can't even reach someone at the bank, I can't even soothe anybody's fears because I don't know what the hell's going on.
Well, you can't even hop in the car and drive over to the office
No,
where they're
no, and
at.
all the branches are closed. So an
Exactly.
officer who's working from home, who makes a salary, who doesn't have any skin in the deal because he's barely making a commission on it, doesn't give a shit about the outcome. He doesn't care about the crappy customer service. He knows I'm never giving him business again. but it doesn't matter because he works for a big bank and people who bank with them don't know any better. So the more people who learn about this that I can save from having this horror of an experience, the better.
Well, I think some of the takeaways, if you're a home buyer, some of the things that you don't see if you're not a real estate agent is uh, a loan officer wants to do a good job for you because they want more referrals. So that person at B of A, there's no incentive to do a good job at all. Because they're somewhat, God only knows where they could be in Nebraska in a field for
Hmm.
as far as anybody knows.
Yeah, I mean, the manager of this loan officer is in Boston,
Y-
so
Yeah, good
I
luck.
can't jump on a plane and show up at his office either.
No, you think we'll, well, you'd probably get arrested, but anyway. Look, I'm from Boston.
Just
I
trying to provide quality service. So,
exactly. So yeah, the moral of the story is listen to your professional. They're not just telling you things just because. There is a reason, and it's to save you the heartache of what Chelsea's client went through. You don't have to do that. That was all avoidable.
yeah,
Very
and
very easy.
there's no financial take on our end for that. Like
No.
kickbacks are illegal. So you using my lender doesn't benefit me in any way financially. It just means that your experience isn't going to be a disaster. And I have somebody I know I can hold will do the job.
Yeah, my motivation, I would assert yours is similar, is or the same. We want to get the loan done without pain. That's it. That's it. So, any closing words? Also, how do we get a hold of you if we want to buy some commercial property?
Yeah. So I work with MHG Commercial. I can be reached directly at 518-888-4360. I do still have a New York number because I still do referral business back there. And our website is mhgcommercial.com. We cover anything from land, retail, industrial, commercial, anything under that umbrella. So anything that isn't a house, but also, here and there, I will sell a house.
And Dave Mason with Urban Lux. Mason out. We'll talk to you soon.